Y'all, we are officially back for the part 2 of the Dream Team documentary. I'm not going to talk a whole lot in this video because we got plenty to watch, y'all. We got plenty to watch, man. Shout out to all y'all that was rocking with my part 1. Hey, man, we on our documentary type timing, bro. We on our documentary type timing. The NBA season's about to start, so I want to knock out all of these documentaries before the season starts. Because once the season starts, y'all are going to be getting a video every single day. A game every single day. Every single day, man. Every day, bro. Maybe once a week y'all not going to get a video, but every single day y'all going to get a video, man. So I'm locked in. Let's check out the rest of this documentary. If you're new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I post a new video. Join the embassy, bro. We are growing rapidly. I can't thank y'all enough for all the support y'all been giving me. Shout out to all my OGs that subscribe to me, man. I told y'all, I want y'all to stick around for the NBA season. I know a lot of y'all don't watch the NBA no more, but the NBA is still entertaining. At the end of the day, it's still basketball, and that's the one thing we all have in common. We all love basketball. Regardless if it's good defense, bad defense, we all just fuck with basketball. If we all could stay young and stay in our peak form with playing basketball, we would all do it. You know what I mean? We would all do it. So shout out to all y'all, man. Stick around. Let's get straight to this thing, man. Let's see the rest of this documentary.
When we took the court in Portland, which, you know, we're on home ground, we wanted to showcase to the fans who will be representing them.
The lead is
all right, cookies, give me that.
I'm gonna send a message around the world today that y'all can give it up. You foreigners can give it up.
Yo, Jordan at number 9 low-key was swaggy. I kind of like number 9 on him.
Set him up perfectly.
Yo, give me that.
The Americans won their 6 games at the tournament by an average of 50 points.
Dominance.
All right, Larry, your impressions of tonight's game.
The gold medal was no surprise. But what was unexpected was the team's interactions with their opponents, who showered them with adulation before, after, and even during games.
And they just want to beat y'all in.
Johnson and O'Reilly
shaking
hands after the shot.
The Tournament of the Americas had served its purpose. The U.S. had qualified for the Barcelona Games and given the world its first glimpse of what was coming
Barkley,
later that summer.
I want to say this is just a small step to what our goal really is, to get to Barcelona, win the gold medal, and bring it back where it's supposed to be. Thank you.
Fire, fire.
On July 18th, 1992, with the Barcelona Olympics a week away, the U.S. men's basketball team headed overseas.
Who's that, Marcus?
They would hold several days of practice in Monte Carlo and play one more tune-up before heading to the Olympics.
All right.
The luxurious setting on the Mediterranean Sea was fitting for what already may have been the world's most famous team.
Monte Carlo is one of those glamorous cities, and here we were with the most glamorous team ever. So it's kind of a rock star-ish kind of a thing.
The players were relaxed and confident, and willing to admit there was more to the trip than just basketball.
I don't worry about playing basketball. That comes natural. I just want to have fun. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan. This is like spring break in the ghetto.
The opulent resort town was a playground waiting to be explored. And the players weren't shy about enjoying themselves.
Of course not.
Are y'all filming me? Now look.
The scene in Monte Carlo was great. It was just breathtaking. I was down on the beach, just kind of trying to enjoy some of the scenery. Look at this. It's paradise.
I think every team in the NBA should They need to get a team here.
Every day we got back to practice.
Bro, that man, bro, Mullen sounded, bro. Is Mullen half black? I ain't gonna lie, bro. He the whitest black motherfucker I seen, bro. Like I've heard, I should say. Bro, he sound like he's. I think I ain't gonna lie. I think Mullen grew up in the trenches. I think he's from New York.
They need to get a team here.
Every day we got back to practice, we made a beeline to the swimming pool because all those girls were laying out topless.
I'm gonna be in that pool so much the next 2 days. I don't think I'm on the swimming team in Barcelona.
We're all out there with our significant others, and all these women walking around topless coming, can I have an autograph?
Crazy.
So I signed it, and Michael
pops me and told us, see, usually you tell everybody no, but because this lady coming over topless, you gonna sign her autograph. My wife looking at me like.
These boys had their wives with them.
Best part
Crazy.
about it was Patrick Ewing buying the beer at the pool. You know, $7 a beer, I never heard of that. Of course, Patrick didn't drink, he didn't know how much beer was.
One thing you don't want to do is drink beer with Larry Bird. And Larry Bird drinks Budweiser, which Budweiser is the strongest beer in the world. And my head hurt for like 2 days.
They were used to being opponents, but Monte Carlo was proving to be the perfect place to find common ground.
I got the coach, that means we get to go first.
Michael Jordan enjoys his golf, as did Chuck Daly.
I got the coach with me, man. I got carte blanche, you know what I mean?
Michael and Chuck played almost every single day, if not every day.
Come off the hill. That may be green, Chuck.
Chuck was playing his practice schedule around our golf time. That to me was ideal.
That man Jordan just has so much aura, bro.
And you're in Monte Carlo.
Yeah, it bounced like a basketball.
The relationship that a head coach has with his main guy is incredibly important. Chuck's ability to get Michael is amazing because think of how bitter enemies they had to be. Chuck devised the defense that drove Jordan out of his mind.
Yeah.
And yet, here they are playing golf together.
Jordan could really have unbelievably bad feelings towards Chuck. Chuck understood that, and he embraced him.
Chuck, yeah. I gotta give you that. I gotta give you
that collar up, boy.
You shoot 72. I watched that.
That was a bonding thing for me and Chuck. Always been a thing that I treasure just as much as being a part of the team.
For Jordan, golf was only one part of the whirlwind schedule, which his teammates were discovering was just the way he liked it.
What are you doing today, M-Drive? What you gonna do? You wanna sleep? I remember thinking that. Does this guy ever sleep?
Golf, 36 holes. I'm playing it tomorrow, too.
He would do more things and be ready to practice and play as much as anybody.
Michael Jordan.
The thing that I remember the most was going out and playing golf with Michael Jordan before a game.
This MJ in his prime, too.
And I'm going to be exhausted tonight. And Michael just had ridiculous energy and was phenomenal. I felt like I was running in quicksand a little bit. And so, it gave me a whole nother level of respect for kind of the freak of nature that he really is.
Grab that plate of food, Jim.
We played cards in Magic Room till 5 o'clock in the morning pretty much every night. It was so much fun.
Right, homie? Yeah, I'm tired.
He's like a bionic guy, or he'd play cards, play golf, play basketball.
Jordan going all the way.
Brad, too much energy.
I don't know when he ever slept. Finally, after a ball game, he was just lying down. And I looked at him, I said, I think that's the first time he's gone to sleep on the whole trip.
After a few days in Monte Carlo, the players returned to the court for an exhibition against the French national team.
Everybody had their eyes on one team. We could feel that it was just such talent, such incredible skill.
These
It
goddamn
was
dogs,
just
bro.
such a pleasure to watch.
The Americans won the game easily, even if their performance was far short of seamless.
It wasn't a great game. A lot of sloppy passing. I didn't like any of it.
It was a terrible game, and U.S. looked half interested. And so Chuck kind of the next morning in Monte Carlo, even though everybody was a little hungover and tired, had to really kick their butt.
Well, for sure, bro. Y'all have to look at it at the same time, bro. It can't be too much of a business. I mean, it has to be a business trip. It can't be too much of a just like vacation for y'all. I get it's the summer, it's after the season, but we can't be over here drinking beers, getting too late, and getting hungover. We can't, man. We here for one goal, man. We got to stick to it. I feel it.
Chuck says, okay, this is what's going to happen. We're going to play it like a real game. We're going to play 4 quarters.
We had me, Scotty, Mullins, Bird, and Patrick, and Magic had his 5. We weren't going to change that team at no point in time. You got your 5, I got my 5.
We gave them the college guy. You can have Christian Laettner. We don't want him. You can have him.
That's crazy.
He's just over there waiting to tag in. But it was about pride. And the college kid couldn't help either one of the teams.
Michael Jordan called Clyde out and went at him. Tell him, this is what I'm gonna do to you. Fall away jumper, good. What did I tell you? So I said, no, Clyde, you better get him back. You better get him back.
Okay, Clyde.
Charles Barkley said, I want to take Karl Malone now. So Charles gets it, fall away jumper, good. I said, Carl, you gotta get him back. You better go down there and get him back. Carl went right at him, jump shot. You ain't nothing, Barkley. So then I came down.
His energy is real high. He feels like he's in an opportunity to prove himself.
That's a great pass. Oh my God.
Showcase that, hey, look, I'm still Magic Johnson. I still dominate this game.
Damn, it just sucks, man. I don't see Larry in none of these practices because of his back, bro. Like, damn.
We go from here.
Magic was saying, you ain't the guy, and we got other players in this gym.
Don't be cheating on me.
Doesn't take much to get Michael going. Just a little something to tweak him, and it's on.
Jeez, bro, he did that for a living.
Mike always got that look. When you see that look, then you know just give him the damn ball and get out the way.
Yeah.
As much as it was 5-on-5, you could see in Monte Carlo that it was gravitating towards, okay, Michael and Magic.
Magic was hesitant to surrender his place on the mountaintop. And Michael, being Michael, he needed to say, no, I'm on the top of the mountain now.
Bank is open.
Magic was saying, look, NBA's not yours yet. You know, I'm still here. Michael's like, no, it's over. This is mine.
Hey, and I'm not gonna lie, shout out to Magic for sure. Y'all know I rock with Magic. But it been over. Like I said, man, like this would have been different if this was Larry Bird and MJ going at each other. But like Magic, you already had lost to the Bulls. You already lost to the Bulls in the finals. So, you know what I'm saying? MJ saying, nah, this is my time now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it actually was his time. After this, bro started going on to winning chips. You know what I'm saying? And that's obviously no shade at Magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, Magic and Larry, they ended up leaving the league not too long after this. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, it was actually MJ's turn.
And the funny thing was Larry was sitting on his side. He going, it's his.
See? Yeah.
Chuck realized the competition.
But I understand Magic.
Getting a little bit too high.
Killing everybody on our squad.
He wanted to end practice, but Magic didn't want to end because he wanted to keep playing because we just kicked his ass.
How you like that ass kicking we gave you?
No. Come on now.
Well, y'all got the first quarter of practice.
By the time practice was over, even Magic had to acknowledge basketball's landscape had been changed forever.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in, and he says, "It's a new sheriff in town." And we both hit each other like, well, he's not lying.
He was not lying, bro. That's why, I clown MJ all the time for saying you didn't beat Larry. You know what I'm saying? When Larry had his great teams and MJ was a young pup. But y'all got on me for saying that. All the Larry fans was getting on me for saying that. Like, at the end of the day, man, like, it was Larry and Magic's NBA at one point. It's always going to be like that. When then there becomes a young pup who comes into the league, he gets his ass kicked by all the OGs, you know what I'm saying, the great OGs, and eventually he's going to take over. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all got on my head. So, like I said, I clown MJ for it. At the end of the day, I'm still going to forever clown MJ because, like, bro, you could have at least got a game. You got swept. You never beat Larry Bird and when it mattered the most. You could have got a game. You know what I mean? But, hey, when it became his turn, you know what I'm saying, he took over the league. Y'all saw it, bro.
Monte Carlo was kind of a turning point. Walls started to come down from, you know, when you're playing against each other, you have these rivalries. These are my teammates now. They're guys that, you know, that I'm looking towards for support. It seemed like we became more friends than anything else.
I feel like Stockton wasn't even doing nothing.
We're off to Barcelona, headed to the Olympics, unmistakably as a team. United States men's basketball team landed in Barcelona for the Olympics on July 24, 1992. In store was an experience unlike anything they or the sports world had ever seen.
The plane landing in Barcelona, helicopters flying over it. We're thinking, wow, what is all the commotion? What happened? And then we figured out they were there for us.
That was the first time that we realized how popular and how enormous this thing was. I was like, guys, if we lose, it's gonna be like the biggest upset in sports history.
No, seriously.
Barkley was right. There was no margin for error, a reality the rest of the team openly accepted in their first press conference in Spain.
I know I'm really afraid to fail because I can't go back home if we don't win the gold. Even though I'm from a little small place in Summerfield, those 250 people there said, I can't come back.
Barkley, meanwhile, handled an endless barrage of questions as only he could.
How did you feel in 1972 when the Soviet Union beat the United States in that wild game?
Well, I had just flunked my entrance exam into kindergarten, so that was the only thing,
You know, everybody that has ever been in front of a camera, we tend to not say certain things.
Why don't they just take their ass whipping like people and go home?
Barkley says things that we would think about and never say.
Bro, just unhinged.
We're gonna have a little revenge in our hearts for 72 and 88. David, well, he can't say that because he's a Christian, but
He said, man, you don't talk honestly enough to the media. You need to tell them what you're really thinking. I said, Charles, you talk too much to the media. You need to stop telling them everything you're thinking.
And when Charles was asked about the team's first opponent, his prediction was as honest as ever.
I don't know anything about Angola, but Angola's in trouble. I think.
Just moments ago, the Dream Team.
Shout out to Barkley, man. He always been the same. Ain't never changed, bro. He's still the same today, bro. Shout out to Barkley.
Inside their hotel along the Ramblas.
He be saying some bullshit now, but
first matchup in Barcelona with the Angolans.
I can remember the first game, the real game, when we came out of the locker room and stepped on the court. And I finally said to myself, I can't believe this, I'm here.
At that point, we were in serious Olympic mode.
This actually may be the biggest mismatch of the entire Olympics.
Okay, Barkley.
Beautiful feed from Mullen, and he drew the foul.
Great pass.
The U.S. with a 46-1 run.
46-1.
It was just a tremendous atmosphere because there was an appreciation for how great the U.S. players were.
After the first
Look at
half,
that score.
Barkley's pregame prediction appeared dead on. But in the second, Charles found some trouble.
I had the players in Angola who play against Charles Barkley. They told us there's no a kid, a fat boy, is many aggressive in the paint.
Rebound Barkley. Rebound Barkley.
Dang. Barkley wasn't even foul. I'm confused.
Getting a bit aggressive.
I thought they were playing dirty. And I told old boy, I don't even know if he understood. I said, hey man, ease up on the elbows.
Barkley from Pippen.
I let it go twice.
You can see the frustration with Barkley.
And the next time I just cracked him.
Barkley from Pippen. And a technical foul has been called on Barkley.
To his dying day, Charles claims the guy elbowed him 3 times. I said, Charles, you're full of crap.
No, it's not true.
Ooh!
I didn't have Barkley before the incident.
People always say, turn the other cheek. If you turn the other cheek, I'm gonna hit you another cheek too.
I thought, what are you doing, Charles? The guy is half your size, but Charles was an equal opportunity abuser.
Erlander Ibra did not think it was a friendly elbow.
That nigga is half his size.
Asked for an autograph, Charles. I mean, you think he's not intimidated?
I think he's acting like a bullying, but maybe it's from his personality.
The United States has defeated Angola by the score of 116 to 48.
That's like disgusting.
The game may have ended in a rout, but afterwards, the result was overshadowed by the controversy.
Welch with the elbow.
Well, he hit me, I hit him. That's the way it is.
Charles made you look like the ugly Americans, which we were trying not to do.
We said to Charles, look, man, you're a reflection of all of us. So if you do it, they're not going to write the article that Charles Barkley did. They're going to say the dream team.
Yeah.
Barkley had stained a dream debut for the Americans. But in their next game against Croatia, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan grabbed the spotlight, with the focus on their matchup with one of Europe's best players, Toni Kukoc.
Toni Kukoc
Major story
ended up joining them.
Into this game involves Toni Kukoc, second-round pick of the Chicago Bulls back in 1989. The Bulls.
Oh, he was already with them. My bad.
Push to sign him last season.
At that time, General
Went on to win chips with them too. Crazy.
Come up with gems, make their discoveries overseas. And Krause thought this guy could play in the NBA.
While Jordan and Pippen had been winning back-to-back titles, Chicago GM Jerry Krause had been publicly wooing Kukoc to join the Bulls.
Krause was recruiting this guy and talking how great he was. That's like a father who has all his kids and now he sees another kid that he loves more than he loves his own. So we were not playing against Toni Kukoc. We were playing against Jerry Krause in a Croatian uniform.
But unfortunately for the real Toni Kukoc, he was now the target of the world's two best defensive players.
They was debating who was going to guard him. No, I got it. No, I got it.
I'm looking at Michael and Scottie, and they're ready for, blood.
Yeah.
Man.
They said, we're going to make an example out of him.
We knew the world was going to be watching. We knew everyone wanted to see what Toni Kukoc was like.
But that's kind of crazy because he was already on y'all squad. It's not like he was getting drafted onto y'all squad after this summer. He was already on the squad, so they already have had talks with him and everything. That's kind of low-key crazy. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Toni Kukoc, I'm like, man, why y'all even gotta do me like that, bro? We literally already on the same squad, bro. Y'all have already had the chance. Even if I haven't touched the court, man, we share a locker room together. Why are we doing this, bro?
We were gonna give him the worst experience he ever had on the basketball court.
Pippen drew the initial assignment of shadowing Kukoc and harassed the Croatian from the opening whistle.
It was hard to run across half court without a ball. And with the ball, it was just, here, somebody else get it.
Toni definitely wasn't getting a shot up, and he wasn't going to score.
Kukoc is nothing for 4, and he's contributed nothing.
We wanted to go guard him on the bench.
Kukoc is called for the offensive foul, and the pressure continues.
And after Pippen wore Kukoc down, it was Jordan's turn.
Kukoc, stolen by Jordan. He reads it better than anyone. Slammed up.
Them dudes were all over him.
Damn, give me that.
Here's a 3-on-2. Pippen.
All right, Pippen.
I had questions from my teammates during the game, like, what is going on? Do you not see that they're really trying to get you off the court? And I'm like, so what? I guess that's how NBA game is played.
Pippen, Jordan, and the Americans cruised to another victory. This one by 38 points. But the domination had its detractors.
How much Toni Kukoc have?
This team of All-Stars is almost too good. Is it a positive or a negative?
The question was now being asked, was the Dream Team too great for its own good?
This team of All-Stars is almost too good. Some think that we should go back to the collegians. It's been too easy.
I think then we ought to ban the African runners from the 10,000 meters because they make it look so easy as well. This is about our best, and this is wonderful for the sport of basketball.
Hey, man. And y'all see today, man, this Olympics in 2028, that's why we had to go get the Avengers last year, bro. We had to go reclaim the title. Because this Olympics in 2028, man, our you know what I'm saying, our legends of, like, right now, like Curry, LeBron, KD, them niggas ain't gonna be there in 2028. KD might, but the rest, LeBron and Curry ain't gonna be there. So these other countries, they've caught up. They've caught up now, for sure. You got the Giannis's, the Shays, the Jokic. It's scary, bro. It's scary now.
There's been some comments that the Dream Team is getting all the attention, and there seems to be some resentment about it. Have you heard about it, and do you have any feelings about it?
Basically, we haven't heard about it. We're just here to do our job.
The media may have been looking for signs of a backlash, but in Barcelona and in the world beyond, the embrace of the Dream Team was universal.
You're gonna stand out and root against Picasso? I mean, seriously. They rooted for genius at work.
I kept thinking that the attention would dissipate. They're going to play the first game. They're going to win by 60. People are going to go back and watch Trek.
Jordan in transition with a slam to give Team USA a 60-point lead.
Like they was dominated.
It kept building and building and building.
The U.S. with another trouncing 127-83, 127 points.
Workers were trying to get autographs. The security people were trying to get autographs. All the athletes were standing on side like a parade.
Yo, Pippen low-key underrated. I ain't gonna lie.
People perceived us as being superheroes.
This was a blowout on the U.S. men's Olympic team.
Y'all think Pippen one of the best two-way superstars?
Taking
Not even
pictures.
superstar, but star.
And I said, wow, we are having an effect over here.
Wrap around past the Wrexham. Another easy victory in this, their 5th game of the Olympics.
It was as if the President of the United States was in the midst of a caravan that was going through the streets.
It was like the Beatles, where there's thousands and thousands of people waiting all the time.
That was the most exhilarating 15 seconds of my life.
We're like, wow, this is amazing.
No one member of the Dream Team reveled in the Olympic experience more than Charles Barkley. After throwing the controversial elbow against Angola, Barkley had emerged as the team's most visible player.
Everybody always had the same question. How much of an ass is Charles Barkley?
Hey, Jack, when am I going to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated for this stuff? I should be on the Dream Team cover.
And then every time you'd go spend time with him, you'd just realize that he was the most enjoyable act, not only in all of sports, but possibly in all of pop culture.
Yeah, bro was a comedian, I ain't gonna lie.
That he is me. I just want to be like Mike.
Right away, I told my editors, I said, well, the number one angle here is what is Charles doing?
And if you wanted the answer to that question, all you had to do was follow the crowds.
They're like, we don't want you guys out and about because we don't know how safe it is. And I'm like, dude, I'm at the Olympics. I'm not gonna stay in my room the whole time.
So Barkley strolled Los Ramblas, a man of the people if ever there was one.
Man, I walked up and down the Ramblas every night, and the people were fantastic. They all wanted autographs and wanted to take pictures.
We could be inside the hotel. Soon we heard the big roar. We said, there go Charles. So Charles would be walking, and then thousands would be following him everywhere he went. He was the Pied Piper.
Charles would go over to the village and find the Angolan players and hang out along the Ramblas at night. He was the most memorable person of the 1992 Olympics.
I just saw this touch he had. I don't think anybody else in the world could have done it beside Charles Barkley. At the end of the day, he was America's best ambassador.
Barkley was celebrated for experiencing the Olympics on his own terms. More quietly, one of his teammates found a way to do the same.
We had the motorcycle escorts and we bust through traffic like Dick Tracy. But this one day we got stuck in traffic and we're just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. Finally I said, that's it. Let's go. Anybody wants to go with me, I'm heading.
He'd get off the bus and his family met him. He started walking right through the middle of everybody and nobody noticed him.
That's crazy.
I'm still on the bus, seeing him walk down the street, and I'm saying to myself, I would give anything to do what he just did.
See, guys, this is called the rhombus. See all the footprints? All right.
So Las Ramblas, it's like Times Square or something. There's just so many people walking. I'm 6'1", I'm about the average size of everybody else on that little walk. So I'm walking with my family and I have the camera and nobody's noticing.
You think it's the sunglasses that's fooling them? Must be. Hi, you from America?
Yeah.
Whereabouts? Whereabouts?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. You been watching the Dream Team at all?
Yeah, I'm watching what you expect.
They're pretty good, aren't they? Yeah.
Bro, don't even recognize him. That's crazy.
No attention whatsoever. Finally, we ran across this lady who had the Dream Team and all the pictures on her T-shirt.
Hi. Hi. Are you an American?
But of course.
You look wonderful.
Why, thank you.
She started speaking real excitedly about each of the players. And I said, have you had a chance to meet anyone?
Of course. We met Charles Barkley the other night.
Did ya? He's a hell of a player. See, you got all the players right there on your shirt. Is Charles the only one you've ever seen?
The only one I've ever met.
Hey, guys, you know any of those guys on there?
I think my oldest son, Houston, ruined the surprise.
That's my dad. Your dad?
That's your dad? Too bad he's not here.
Her not recognizing?
I do, yeah.
Who is that guy?
Man, what? And you from the U.S.? If I saw John Stockton even today, I'm gonna know that's John Stockton. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna know that's John Stockton. Like, what? And I wasn't even alive during this. Nah, that's crazy. She low-key a fake fan then. She a fake fan, bro. She a bandwagon. Let's be real. Let's call it how we see it. Cause you, bro, if you really a basketball fan, bro, you're gonna be able to recognize any player just off the first look. Yeah, I told y'all. I actually don't know if I ever said it, bro. I saw Andre Drummond, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was at a breakaway festival. If y'all know what that is, it's like a little festival where a bunch of artists perform. At the time, I didn't even know Andre, or whatever his name is, Drummond was a artist. But he walked right past me, bro. I'm like, is that Andre Drummond? Did he just walk right past me? Like, bro, I don't know. Like, bro, you got to be a fake fan. There ain't no way.
Without being bugged. Really not much different from Michael Jordan walking through here.
For the players, surreal experiences had become the norm. But even more memorable were the unlikely friendships developing behind the curtain.
It was a unique mix. You know, Larry Bird and Patrick Ewing became like best friends.
Really?
I got a white guy from Indiana, and I got a brother from Jamaica.
Patrick said I could pick his mind. It took me 3 minutes now. Now he gets a chance to come back and start picking on mine.
Took me one. We were probably the two of the most unlikely people you thought that would be friends. But if you look, not only Larry and I got to be great friends, but all of those guys got to be much better friends.
We all enjoyed each other. We all enjoyed the ride. And we got a sense of each other as men.
Yeah.
Then,
when
we got to the court, it made it even better.
The Dream Team's chemistry turned out to be the hallmark of their success, as the players closed in on what they came for.
Barkley now over the side leading cheers.
Their big margins of victory may have been a testament to their dominance, but numbers couldn't capture what made watching them so unforgettable.
Guys played the best basketball you've ever seen in your life. They was literally like great poetry or great art.
At times you feel you're watching a performance.
Should look like the All-Star game. That's how easy it was for them.
This was fun. This was like, it's how basketball's supposed to be.
And at the center of the fun was the team's biggest star, who had come to Barcelona at the peak of his powers and shown how much his popularity had exploded.
I will say this one thing about Michael Jordan. I've been around other celebrities in my life. I've never seen people react like they do to him. People go crazy when they see him.
They don't even be thinking he's real. I said that in one of my MJ reactions. He don't even seem like a real person.
In every corner of the world, there was someone who just wanted to see him.
Please, Michael Jordan!
No one had the sort of pull, the gravity that Michael Jordan had.
Jordan had initially come to Barcelona reluctantly, but an early morning trip just before the gold medal game revealed how meaningful his Olympic experience had become.
What time in the morning is it right now?
6:30, 6:15, 6:45, something like that. And I'm drinking coffee, so it's gotta be 100. Can we go now?
Where you from?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Big fan of yours. Everyone's a big fan of yours.
Your name?
George Hirsch.
George, how you doing? Michael Jordan, nice to meet you. Last name?
Imagine saying, what's your name? Michael Jordan, nice to meet you. Like, bro, what? What? Knowing that you're the Michael Jordan, bro. Like, I know I sound like I'm glazing, bro, but I mean, I have to, bro. This is the GOAT, bro. This is the GOAT, man. Like,
oh, man. I couldn't make a basket.
What are you doing up so early?
I do remember getting up early to walk into the stadium.
That is the thing that I remember the most about the Olympics.
Olympic Stadium. Imagine all the athletes that's been here before us. It's amazing. What about Edwin Moses? Won 122 consecutive races. I think everybody's got something to cherish. I think this is something that my kids are gonna love one day.
The Dream Team squared off against Croatia again in the gold medal game, offering the world one more lasting impression of their supremacy.
Everybody knew they was winning this shit.
Team USA came to send a message tonight.
We wanted to win and we wanted to dominate, but how we did it, sharing the ball, including everybody. We did it as a true team.
The U.S. has defeated Croatia 107.
Yeah, give me 3. I'm assuming that's a 3.
They have won the gold here in Barcelona.
Campeón olímpico y medalla de oro, el equipo de los Estados Unidos de América.
There was never really any doubt the Dream Team would win gold in 1992.
For real.
But as they walked back onto the court to get their medals, the moment still overwhelmed them.
You saw a lot of tears from players. It was a very proud moment for me because anytime you represent your country, you know, that's a prideful thing.
Man, send chills down my spine.
I'm getting chills now.
That I had never felt like that I would ever achieve. To do it on that stage with those group of guys, it's a memory I'll never forget.
Nothing in my life has ever felt like standing on that podium. I was getting goosebumps.
Every single time I heard the national anthem after that had a different significance to me. I knew what it really meant, you know.
As a young kid growing up, I used to watch Olympics on TV with my father, and all he talked about was the Star Spangled Banner and the gold medal. It made him feel proud to be American. Being up on that podium that night and receiving it, my father, he'd been pretty proud.
Hell yeah.
All those emotions just overcame me. I got to be one of the guys one more time for my country.
Man.
I said, man, I'll never forget this moment. You know, if this is the end, this is how I wanted to go out.
Facts.
This group may well be
damn, man, this shit's sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
ever assembled in the history of team sports.
Oh, this is definitely the greatest team ever assembled. Fuck what everybody was talking about last year with the Avengers. Nah, this was the greatest team. Like, I know NBA is different now. Players are way better. I don't care. Bro, they was blowing teams out, bro. Blowing. Like 60-plus points. Like, nah, bro. Greatest
When
team
the medal
ever.
ceremony was over, another realization began to settle in.
When I walked off, I remember thinking that whole dream has come to an end.
The next season, every Olympian except Magic Johnson and Larry Bird would return to the NBA. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen would win their third title against Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns.
Damn.
On the way to 6 championships overall, the last 3 with Toni Kukoc. Eventually, other members of the team would also win titles. But each NBA player on the Dream Team would reach the Hall of Fame. Still, it's what they did together that summer that had the biggest impact on the game. An impact that continues to grow today.
Yo, Molo was low-key tall.
It really lifted basketball, and it gave birth to international stars who had nothing to do with those games in '92, but who took so much from it.
We made the game a worldwide game. You know, I talked to Tony Parker. I talked to Ginobili. I talked to Dirk Nowitzki. Those guys say their first love of basketball started with the Dream Team.
Damn.
And I'm really proud of that.
The world can change a lot in 20 years. But there are moments in time you never forget. No matter how long it's been. No matter how much else has changed in your life since. 20 years later, they've all kept ties to the game in one way or another. And they all talk about the summer of '92 as if it happened just yesterday. An experience still unlike any other in their remarkable basketball lives.
I've never had more fun being around anybody. Everybody got along. There was no ego. We had fun.
That's exactly why they didn't want Isaiah Thomas out there. Because folks would have just not been talking to him. Anybody he was talking to, well, I'm not going to come sit next to you and talk to. Like, hey, man, it was a good idea to leave Isaiah out. I'm just being real.
You know, clearly everybody reminds me I never won a championship. So that to me was like winning the championship, winning the gold medal, and hanging out with these guys.
For sure.
The reward itself is really only a small part of the story. It's what the gold medal represents that will always tie these men together.
This is like, this fraternity, that's pretty awesome.
I don't think you're ever going to be able to get 11 Hall of Famers to play all at once, you know, on one team. That's unheard of.
We go on the bus. We come back. Walk out the hotel. Wave. Wave outside your window.
This nigga magic, bro.
That's so magical. I just saw my God.
It changed sport as we know it. They showed the world how to play basketball. What other team can say that? I don't think we'll ever see anything like it again. It's an insult to compare anybody else to that team.
Take a good look. Perhaps we'll never see a team this great again.
Actually.
No team will ever have that happen. Hasn't had that happen. And that's the Dream Team.
Facts. Oh man. Look, hey, we gotta do it, man. This is a great documentary, y'all. This is an absolutely great documentary. I actually really enjoyed watching this. The Dream Team is the greatest team ever assembled. Straight domination. Absolute domination. Absolute peak hoops, too. Shout out to everyone on the Dream Team, man. Great ass team, man. Great ass team. Next documentary on the way, y'all.